Morning all. Just doing a walk this morning just to get the steps in. I've not been very well last week, so I didn't really keep it up. But the good news is the week before I did complete the 7-day challenge that I was working on. So I did 5k every day, 5k walk, wearing a weighted vest for 7 days. And I had flu in the middle of that as well, and I still managed to do it. So yeah, quite pleased. Not gonna lie though, it was tough. You'd get to kind of 3 kilometres, and then the last 2 you're back and just kind of hurt. So last week I kind of said I'll leave the weighted vest off just to give my back a rest really. And as tempting as it was to go right, we'll do the whole month 5k every day for October, but yeah, you shouldn't do that really, because it just overdoes it, and you end up damaging yourself and getting an injury. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't go with that. But yeah, really pleased to complete it. When I weighed in at football, I'd lost a kilo, 1.1. So yeah, definitely had an impact. So yeah, doing stuff like that I think is good for me, and it's a good way for me to keep my momentum going with my fitness. So I am thinking of new challenges, maybe something involving the gym, because I've not been going really, and I do find it helps my mobility to do some leg work and stuff. So yeah, I think we may look to do something along there, but watch this space. I'm gonna just see how the next week goes, and yeah, maybe for next week plan a challenge to kind of push myself a bit more. But yeah, no, so it's great. Yeah, so I just did the one video last week, but yeah, so thanks for watching it, those that did. It took me a week really just to get over the flu, and yeah, I think I did burn myself out a little bit doing that challenge. So that's something to keep in mind when you do these things, just not to, know your body and know when it's time to rest. So I think that's quite important. But yeah, so I thought today I'm gonna have a little bit of a ranty topic, and this is around the cost of living, which I'm sure people will agree is just a little bit out of control, hasn't it, the last few years? Particularly for me, the main thing I've noticed is just groceries. The price of groceries and your weekly, monthly shops have just kind of gone crazy. I was doing the other day, I went into the supermarket and I thought, oh, let's just see. I think it was can't remember if it was asda or tesco, but I thought, let's just see how many things I can buy for £1. And I literally couldn't find anything. Obviously, apart from things that should be less than £1, but just couldn't find anything for £1. Got a few deals on like yogurts and stuff like that for like £1.50, and yeah, a few stuff like that, but just no £1. It's nothing for £1. And your shop that would normally have cost you 20 quid is now like 60 quid, and yeah, it's just going a bit crazy, I think. Obviously everybody's saying about energy as well. Energy costs are crazy, and then you look at the profits these companies are making and you think, surely there could be some kind of kickback to us there. But smarter people than me who hopefully have the answer. But yeah, it's not me personally as well. I took a new job early this year, moved away from like shift work, so I lost a little bit of money because we used to get supplementary money for shifts. So I thought, well, but it was on promotion, so it was a good opportunity. And I thought, I'll be able to absorb that. So I think it was maybe like a few hundred less a month. But then the minute I started, my rent went up by like 100 quid. My energy went up by 100 quid. So it was all that money that I thought I could absorb, yeah, was kind of taken up by that. So yeah, not great, but I tend to survive by doing a bit of reselling on websites like Vinted and stuff like that. I do like buying clothes and stuff like that, so I have got a lot of stuff that either doesn't fit me or just stuff I don't wear anymore. So yeah, I seem to supplement my income through doing stuff like that, which is quite a good way, but it is hit and miss, and eventually you just run out of things to sell, don't you? So back to supermarkets. Yeah, one of the things that's really starting to get on my nerves is when you're in one of these big supermarkets and you go to the yellow sticker section and you think, get some bits, freeze them, or get some stuff for tonight, and you think, just see, because sometimes they might have something where the date's today and you can have it for your tea tonight and, save a bit of money in the meantime. So I always have a look in those sections. But it's when you say, let's just do an example, so say you've got like a lasagna and you're like, oh, I'll have that for my tea tonight, and it's normally £4. So you think, oh, surely that will have, the date's today, hopefully that's been heavily reduced. And then you see they've knocked just 50p off the price. And you just think, I tell you what, I'll pay the extra 50p to get one with a better date, thanks. It just drives me absolutely insane that. I just think if the date's today, they're going to have to give this stuff away anyway, or sell it, or chuck it away by the end of the day. So why not just reduce it to £1, or just heavily reduce it? It really does my head in. Or you see things, again with today's date, and they've knocked 20p off, and it's just trying to grab the margin, isn't it, so they don't lose out. But I just think, it's just so annoying. I'd rather pay even £1 more just to get it with a better date, to be honest. But yeah, it's quite frustrating that. But maybe these are all, these aren't real problems. End of the day, got a roof over my head, got a decent salary, I managed to get by each month. There's people a lot worse off than me, but I do wonder how people are coping with the cost of living, really, particularly if you've got on a single income, or you're in a low income bracket. It must be really tough, because like I say, you can't even get groceries at a good price now. So no wonder people are having to choose between eating and putting the heating on. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I'll keep doing more of them if you want them. See you later. Bye.